meatball on flatbread. So don't feel too bad for me. Like sometimes people would ask me, can I have a turkey with lettuce, tomatoes? Whoa, slow down. What kind of bread? Large or 6-inch? What kind of cheese? Is it toasted? Then we'll talk about vegetables. And every time someone brought in a list, there would always be something missing on it. Always. I never had someone come in with a complete list. I would ask someone what kind of cheese, and they would say, they didn't specify. Well then, if they didn't care enough to remember cheese, I guess they'll get Swiss. If anyone watching is currently working at a Subway, then feel free to use these tricks. Someone asked me,
what kind of cheese do you recommend?
I would always say provolone, because it's the easiest cheese to pull apart with gloves on. Really, if anyone asked me what I recommended, I would just tell them the easiest thing for me to do. But even after I gave my insightful provolone cheese recommendation, sometimes people would still say,
I'll take American.
Why are you even asking what cheese I would recommend if you're not going to take it seriously? Another thing that would annoy me is when people would say the sandwich was all done, but they didn't put any sauce on it. So I would ask, any sauce? And then they would be like, oh yeah, mayonnaise. Oh, why did you tell me it was all done if it wasn't? Also, the receipt machine at the store took like 7 seconds to print out the receipt. So it would be very awkward every time I would ask people, do you want your receipt? And then they would say yes, and then we would just stare at each other until the receipt printed. So what I did every time someone swiped their credit card, I would just stare up into space, and in my head I would count to 5. And then I would ask, do you want your receipt? And by the time they said yes, it was like magic. As soon as they said yes, the receipt printed. At Subway, you only work with one other person. So if someone got annoyed and said, let me talk to your manager, I would just look at them and go, listen, I've been here the longest. The only other person in this store is a 16-year-old girl. She technically isn't old enough to use a toaster, so I'm probably your best bet if I'm the manager. Like, do people think the manager will automatically take their side and give them free stuff? Yes, actually I do think that because it happens all the time. I would consider myself a pretty laid-back Subway employee. I didn't like to be stingy with people, even though I was disobeying the Subway formula on purpose. Oh, you want more than $6 on this one? Sure. Here, have a 5th slice of cheese. $1.50 for avocado. I'll charge you 75 cents, buddy. I probably shouldn't be saying this thing. YouTube fast food workers who aren't sick. Yeah, we won't serve breakfast at 10:02. Get out. But being pretty laid back still didn't stop people from being annoying. So this one person comes in and asks for 2 foot-long pastrami sandwiches. And pastrami is our most expensive sandwich. It's about $10 for a foot-long. And guys, the pastrami is super good. But I wouldn't pay for it. I mean, it's good, yeah, but I'm not paying $10 for a foot-long. It's not worth it. So this guy, I make his 2 sandwiches, I ring him up, and I say, that'll be $20. And I guess he didn't look at the price of the sandwich on the menu, or he thought he
yeah, sure, Aiden. Nice jokes.
He said to me, I ain't paying for that. And this is when I was just starting
Ace doesn't talk like that.
a week of experience. And after he said that, I responded, well, good. I guess you're not paying for it. I know people can do that. Hey, I want it. Alright, that's $20. Nah, you don't want it? No, I want it. I'm just not paying for it. Okay, no, but actually, we did come up with a compromise. He told me that he had $12, so he ended up paying for one of the sandwiches, and I got to eat the other one. So it all worked out. This one time I was making a sandwich for a guy with a very heavy accent, and he asked for onions on the side. No big deal. We have soup blades with vegetables in little cups all the time. I actually got a soup cup because the on the side cups are teeny tiny, and I started doing my thing, but then he said, no, on the side. And I think, oh, he's getting a foot long. He probably wants onions on half of it.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You can just 2-shot me. I'm smarter than you, but okay. I am smarter than you, Aiden. Can you get some yogurt? Because Lala. Yeah, what now?
Hiccups.
Aiden, where do you want me to land? Where do you want me to land at? Where do you want me to land at? Oh my god, I'm just going where I want. Where's it going? Oh my god, I got the singly worst thing. It gave me 2 balloons. It gave me 2 balloons. How does it give me 2 balloons? Why? Oh my god. Trash. It gave me 2 balloons and a llama. I have quickly depression. Depression. Holy, leave me alone. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. How much health is that kid at? Oh my god. Where do you want me to land at? Oh my gosh, how much shield does this kid have, bro? Oh my freaking gosh. Okay, bring me some water too.
I don't really have to get a water. I already have a water. I already have a water. Why is there still Halloween there?
But not the other. So I start putting onions on half the sub. Then again, he says, no, on the side. At this point, I don't know what this guy wants. So I ask him, on the side of what? And then he screams, onions! And I never figured out what he was trying to say. This one old gentleman asks for sauce to put on his vegetables, and normally we put it on top of the sandwich with the meat. And I didn't know if I heard him correctly, because I put the sauce on, and then I closed the sandwich. So your sauce would have been in the same place either way. One time, this woman tipped me and Corey $40. She wasn't annoying, I just want to sprinkle in some stories. Okay, one time this Native American person came in, and I don't know if mentioning that was what did the story. He comes in and asks for 5-foot-long tunes. Okay, Tyler, just me and you, let's do this. And then when we're all finished, we bring him up and we say, anything else? And he says, 7 meatballs. What? You wanted 7 more sandwiches? But James, you're Suaway. You're supposed to make these sandwiches regardless of how many they ask for. Yeah, I know, but the guy could have handled it differently. Normally for a platter, you have to call in at least an hour ahead. And that's only 5-foot-longs. This guy could have called ahead and said, hey, I'm getting 12 sandwiches, so just prepare yourselves mentally.